Hello and welcome to SolaceVision, where we are playing The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer. Before we continue our intrepid voyage of randomness, I need to clear some things up. First of all, those of you who watched part 1 of this Let's Play, which is about 100 of you, I know you're only here for my animations, but this channel has evolved beyond that, I'm afraid. Anyway, those of you who watched part 1 probably noticed that there was a bug with opening the menu, where the screen would go black and there was a 5-second delay. Well, I fixed that, and now the menu opens normally. Turns out I was using the wrong graphics plugin. I went to the settings and changed the graphics plugin, and suddenly the glitch is gone. Speaking of which, the presentation for this Let's Play has improved dramatically. Not only do I have a couple of little logos on the left hand side, but I've also added an item tracker, something which every Zelda Randomizer player shouldn't be without. I'll put a link to it in the description. This item tracker will be essential in helping me keep track of which items I've collected and what I have yet to obtain. So far, we have the Fire Medallion, the Silver Scale, the Megaton Hammer, and 3 Gold Skulltula tokens. As you can see, we've got a long way to go, but the only way is up. And I've been talking for so long that now nighttime is beginning to descend on Hyrule. So it's about time that I got going. I think there's something up this vine, like an item or something. I don't remember too well. This is, I've played this game, I've got 100% this game like at least 3 times before, which is substantially less than a lot of other Let's Players, especially ones who are doing randomizers like this one. So, forgive me if I do forget some stuff. What's this stone say? Responding to your mask? What's this music? Oh, this is the house music. They picked it for nighttime in Hyrule Castle. Responding to your mask, this strange stone statue overheard that they're slaying 50 gold Skulltulas reveals the Requiem of Spirit. So that means that if I get 50 gold Skulltula tokens, then the Skulltula House guys will give me the Requiem of Spirit, which is a song that you can use to teleport yourself to the Desert Colossus, where the Spirit Temple is. Now, yes, I do remember that there's also a gold Skulltula around that tree. Die! And we have a recovery heart. Great. I just wasted the stick on that. Ugh. I spent a good 10 rupees on that stick, and all it gave me was a recovery heart, which I don't even need. I'm just disappointed because, you know, sticks are expensive and they don't grow on trees. Well, actually, sticks do grow on trees, and they're actually quite plentiful and inexpensive. So that's a very bad metaphor right there. Now, there's another thing I can do, which is I can take this dog back to a lady who lives in the back alley right here, and she'll give me something. I forgot what she gives you. I think it's a piece of heart normally that she gives you. Instead, she's going to give me something different. Let's see what it is. It could be another token, probably. Richard! This is my little Richard. Thank you. Okay, I'm not going to do that voice. Another Gold Skulltula token. Whoopee-doo. Well, enjoy your dog, I guess. There's also a shop here as well that only opens at night. It's the Bombchu Shop. We have another token which only costs 20 rupees. That's actually pretty cheap. I could get that, although I've only got 20 rupees right now. If I hadn't lost at the slingshot game, then I would have the 20 rupees and I would be buying this, but sadly not. A piece of heart which isn't too expensive. A blue rupee for 90 rupees. Rip off. That's like 85 rupee loss right there. Bombchu's Blue Fire. Oh, 300 rupees. I think that's like the maximum price in this randomizer. Blue Fire will be necessary later on in the game for melting ice in Zora's Domain after it becomes frozen over in the future. Bombs and a bug. So, yeah, I will be buying stuff from the shops later on. I just don't have the rupees for it right now. So, now I've done everything in Castletown at night. I can't leave just yet because the drawbridge is closed. So what I'm going to have to do is go back to Hyrule Castle and wait for the morning to come. I'm going to cut this out of the video because it's going to be a bit boring just watching me stand around. So, see you later. And welcome back. It's now daytime again, so I can freely leave the castle town. Before I leave the castle town, I'm going to stop off in this house just to get some rupees. I might also, I'm just going to speed this up, just because I will have to do a lot of rupee grinding in this game, especially right now because I don't have any like weapons to smash pots with. And that's it. I'm all rupeed up. I think I only managed to get 32 rupees from those pots, but you know, it's something. It's something. It's better than having like just 3 rupees just lying around in your pocket being useless because nothing comes that cheap. So now I'm going to go to Kakariko Village, which is over here. And just briefly, I'm going to check these trees just to make sure there aren't any gold Skulltulas in them. There's absolutely nothing in there. Oh wait, yes there is. What's this? I got a Deku Nut. That's the first Deku Nut I've received in this game, which I'm not going to use because, yeah, Navi's going to keep asking me about going into the Deku Tree because she doesn't know that I can't do it. The game thinks that I have to be doing it. I can't. I don't have a slingshot and I don't have a shield. A slingshot, a shield, and a lot of sticks or a sword are required in order to complete the dungeon. So until then, she's going to keep pestering me about it, sadly. Now, there are a couple of things I can do here. The first thing I want to do is I want to pull off a, not exactly a cheat or a glitch, it's a little trick you can do in order to get an item much earlier than you're supposed to. On the roof of that red house that's just up there is a man who you're supposed to speak to as an adult, and he gives you a piece of heart. What you're meant to do is come back as an adult and use the hook shot to climb onto a roof, and then you can talk to him. However, there is an easy, well, it's not necessarily easier. There's an alternative way of doing it, which you can do as a child, which is to climb on top of this watchtower here, position yourself here, and then do a side jump. And that completely backfired, and I'm going to try again until it works. It doesn't always work the first time. I think you have to actually get onto the side first. I think I forgot to do that. I just skipped a step. So, let's try again. It worked. There we go. Okay, so now I'm on the fence, and now I'm on the roof. And you're not supposed to get up here as a child, but using that trick, you can. Hello. Hey, good to see you again. Do I know you? I'll give you this as a memento. Another token. It's not, I mean, there's 100 of them in the game, so I'm not surprised I'm getting so many. But still, I want something a bit more interesting, please. So now I'm going to jump down here, and there's a hole down here, which I can jump into. A hidden grotto, if you like. And I believe there's a chest, and also a stone. What's this stone say? Responding to your mask, the stone says... They say that quest guidance can be found at a talking rock. Yes, I believe it can, but you're not helping me, so I'm going to ignore you. Ooh! This looks interesting. We're opening the chest slowly. It could be something pretty good. Yes! Oh my... Okay. That was a bit too lucky. I'm getting really lucky in this. I mean, in the last part I got the Megaton Hammer, which is useful for breaking rocks. And now I've just got the big Goron Sword, which is the best weapon in the game. It's twice as powerful as the Master Sword. And you're only supposed to get it after doing a long quest of like trading items. However, I got it just from that little chest down there, and I couldn't be happier. What's inside here? Granny's Potion Shop. Gone for field study. Yeah, whatever. So that's the big Goron Sword. Sadly, that's another adult item. Child Link is far too small and frail and feeble to hold such a big weapon. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take these chickens, or Kukos as they're also known, get down there, and bring them back to a woman who's standing near the pen who's lost her chickens. I thought there was one up here. Never mind. And if we bring all 7 back, then she'll give us something. So just bear with me while we do that. There's a quick way to do it, and I don't really know the quickest way though, so I'm just going to go at my own pace again. One thing I just want to make clear is that I'm not racing anyone. I'm not trying to do the fastest way possible. I'm going completely at my own pace here, and I haven't actually looked up all the locations of all the items. So please, once again, forgive me if I make mistakes. I don't know, I know where most things are, but there are a lot of like hidden grottos which I just don't remember the location of, so you can't like expect me to be perfect at this. Some people do randomizers like knowing where everything is, and they just try to do it seeing what they can get in the fastest time and see how quickly they can beat it, you know, depending on the order of the items that they get. Me, I'm not doing that. I'm doing this completely like after having not played this game for a couple of years. I mean, I do love this game, but it's not like the kind of game which I love so much that I get back here. Get back, come here. It's not the kind of game that I love so much that I play it like every single day, or at least like once a month or something. Because I think that playing a game that you love too much, for me especially, it can like make you get bored of it and make you love it just a bit less. So I like to take breaks from the things I love and then revisit them, and then it all feels fresh and it doesn't spoil the good memories that I had when I first played it. And speaking of memories, this game still is especially close to my heart because back in 2015, when I was playing this is the game that I was playing at the time. I was first getting into Source Filmmaker. At the time I was playing this game, I was making what was I making? I think it was my really early animations, like the chess game and Chica playing the piano. Those were really good to make. Those were like very basic if you look back on them now, but it was just so fun just making these animations and then put them on YouTube and then seeing them get views. It was lovely. It actually gave me a sense of purpose. And I said earlier that yeah, you're only here for animations because that's like the bread and butter of my channel. That's what I'm mostly known for, and you know, it's completely understandable. However, there comes a time when doing the same thing, like, because animating takes hours and hours, and it's very, very complicated. All the lights and models, and you know, all the complex movements, all the scenes, everything. There's a lot that goes into an animation, much more than you think, and it takes a very long time to get everything perfect. I'm a perfectionist by nature, so I cannot. I don't like doing anything by half, and that's why it took an increasingly longer amount of time to make my animations, and that's I just eventually just got bored of it and decided to stop. But don't be disappointed though, because I am going to make, as a compromise, one more animation. Let's just see what we get from the woman first. Oh come on, Blue Rupee! I got all your chickens back, and that's what you have to give me. Oh, you're a joke. But yeah, normally you're supposed to get a bottle from there, but I just got a Blue Rupee, which is like apparently one of the most common and one of the worst rewards you can get in the game. But I can't complain because I've got a bigger sword from that little chest over there. So yeah, my trip to Kakariko Village has been completely useless. As I was saying, I'm going to make one more animation this year, and because as you know, August 8th is the 5th anniversary of Five Nights at Freddy's. 5 nights, 5 years. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to make a special video to commemorate the 5th anniversary. And it'll be fun just animating for the first time in a long time. Is there a gold sculpture behind here? I can hear one. First I just need this thing to stop following me. Alright, so I'm going to use my first Bombchu here. Oh, come... Yeah, Bombchus, they're not often that good. They're only really good if you use them to hit enemies, because when they hit enemies they explode instantly and they kill them instantly. You can't really use them to destroy rocks because they'll just go over them. Especially like walls, you can't use them to destroy walls because then they'll just fly up the wall and completely miss their target. Now this rock blocks the way to Donno's cavern. I'm not sure if I should go in there yet. And excuse me, there is actually one thing I missed. There is one thing that I missed in Kakariko Village, so just bear with me here. It is gonna... I completely forgot about it. I was thinking about it while getting the chickens back. Because you need... Well, I'm not sure if what you actually need to obtain it, but I've always used the chicken method of getting it. It involves... that building straight ahead from me requires you to... and there's a special entrance on the left-hand side, just above the chicken pen, which you can reach by using a Kuko, which is this chicken right here. and you have to climb on top of that construction site right there by throwing the chicken up on the beams and then flying from there. So allow me to do just that. I'm wondering how long I should make this part. I've got the big one sword, so it's not a completely useless part, but I do plan on... Oh, come on. No, 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 don't run away from me. No, come back here, you little bird brain. What a waste of time. Sorry. I'm just thinking what else I'm going to be doing in this. Anyway, the item I'm going to be getting is normally... Yeah, that's what I meant to do. So what I'm going to do is fire to here. That guy's going to come back. Hopefully he doesn't push me off. Please don't push me off. Stop, 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 stop. Pick up. Okay, that's good. Right, now we want to run along this beam and glide. And I completely missed my target. So, yeah, that's fun. I'm just going to cut this out of the video now. I'm just going to cut back to being on top of the beam, and I'm just going to glide there successfully this time. So, 3, 2, 1. Right, we're going to make it this time, okay? Straight shot at it. Come on. Yes. Okay, there we go. Made it. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure if that's the way you're supposed to get up there, but it's always the way which I've gone up there every time I play this game. So we're just going to go in here, and there's a cage with a cow, and inside here is a piece of heart. Now, it looks like a piece of heart on the outside, but when I collect it, it could be something completely different. So let's see what it's going to be. Ah. Yeah, those blue rupees are infamous among the speedrunning... Not speedrunning. Well, you can speedrun randomizers, but most people don't. They just play them. Among the randomizing community, those blue rupees, also known as blue peas by some people, are infamous because they always show up at the worst times, in the worst places. You could like struggle to get to a very hard chest, and all your efforts are for nothing because it's just a boring blue rupee that just adds 5 measly little rupees to your wallet, which you can easily get just by smashing a pot or something. And, oh well. What can you do? I mean, at least now I can go back up this mountain and get what I was originally going to get. Yeah, I'm not sure how long I should go on for. There's another piece of heart up there, which, again, looks like a piece of heart, but it's most likely going to be something completely different. So I'm just going to get into position. Now that is another trick. That piece of heart right there is another trick which you can pull off. You're normally supposed to get that by planting a magic bean in the ground, which turns to a plant. Don't you hit me? Which turns to a plant which you can ride up to the piece of heart. But you can pull off a trick to get there as a child by standing here, not facing the. Wait, almost did it. You have to like not target the bomb, stand here, and then backflip. Again, it's quite hard because you got this bomb here which won't let me stop targeting it, and you have to like stand at an angle which doesn't target it, and which is like between the wall. And then yeah, there we go, Link, or Lonk as your name is. That's what I call him. Now, what do we have? Another token. I mean, I can't complain too much because I'm getting closer to my target of 10. Once I get 10, then I can exchange it for a reward. I don't really want to waste my bombs. I would use a bomb to, like, destroy that rock, which will allow me to get into... what's going on up there? Which will allow me to get into Delongo's cavern, but I'm afraid that it might not work, so I'm not going to try that. The last thing I'll do is I'll go into... Goron City just to see what's there, and I don't think there is anything there that I can do just yet. There is a shop, I think, but the shop requires a bomb to open. I do have a Bombchu, but it's like a wall. Bombchus are not very good at opening walls. They're mostly only good at destroying enemies. Oh, this is Lon Lon Ranch music, which that's what they picked for Goron. Ow, that's what they've picked for Oh yeah, you're hearing Navi go crazy. I picked another thing you can randomize is the sound effect that plays when you're low in health, and I decided to torture myself by picking it to be Navi's hey sound. So she's going to be screaming out, hey, 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 whenever I get one heart. Oh well. Now what I could try doing is destroying this wall with this bomb that's attached to the wall. And it completely missed my target, so I've just wasted 2 Bombchus. Well, that's great. Yeah, okay, so there's nothing I can do here. Apart from that's the only reason why I came into here. Just to destroy that, open that shop, but oh well. Here's what I can do though. This is a shortcut to the, well, that worked, thank you. Finally, the Bombchu actually paid off. I really need to get another heart so Navi just shuts up. Why did I pick this sound effect? Actually, the worst thing is actually pick the sound effect. I didn't randomize it. I just picked it because I thought, hey, wouldn't it be funny if Navi just kept saying hey all the time? Yeah. I could go through there because I've got the silver scale, but what I'm going to do, there is one thing that's randomized, and that is Deku scrub shops. Through here is a couple of Deku... Oh wait, hang on, I forgot. I need a shield, don't I? Yeah, I need a shield, so I can't buy from them. Okay then, I think this is a good time to end. Again, the main highlight of this episode was the big Goron sword. That is an extremely powerful weapon which I found in that chest. So, I think it's pretty much guaranteed that every episode will have something valuable in it. So, I guess now's the time to do my outro. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this part of the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer. Make sure to like the video if you like what you're seeing. Subscribe to me if you're not subscribed already. Comment on the video. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter and on Facebook. And stay tuned for the next part. Until Navi shuts up. Yeah. Thank you for tuning into SolaceVision. Goodbye.